Fue a propósito.
Señor, se calla, se calla.
No.
En esta corte usted no va a insultar a nadie. La única que tiene el derecho a hacer eso soy yo. ¿Quiere a los hijos? ¿Usted quiere que los niños?
Si se quiere divorciar, que se la puerta está
¿Y qué tal
muy
los
ancha.
niños?
La puerta
¿Con quién
está
van a
muy-
vivir
pero
los
mis niños
niños?
no se los lleva.
Oh, pero
La
¿por qué
verdad,
no?
yo
Ya comienza una nueva sesión de la Corte de Familia con la juez Cristina Pérez.
Live from Meadowlands Speedway in East Rutherford, New Jersey, it is the Randy Orton Fan 2011 500. Starting on the pole, it is a member of Williams Carroll Racing, Aaron Williams' team, aka Randy Orton Fan 2011, the 17 of Lindsey Johnson. And on the outside is another female driver, the 31 of Jean Sanford. Starting third is the 27 of Leah Walker, and fourth is the 24 of Max Skinner. Fifth is the 1 of Alex Jones, and sixth is 93 of Jacob Lawler. Seventh is the 48 of William Duncan, eighth is the 15 of Jack Richards. Ninth is the 47 of Bob Ferguson, rounding out the top 10. The 23 of Dylan Young, I'm sorry. Now let's hear those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
Last time we raced at Meadowlands, it was a confusing finish in the Pokemon Cup Series that led to Austin Talley somehow getting a victory on pit strategy. We'll see what happens here at the MLP Cup Series version of the race. And the points are getting tighter as we speak. And there's only a few races left in the MLP Cup Series, and Greg Coleman has the lead, but the question is, will he hold on? Meanwhile, Lindsey Johnson will lead the field for 30 laps of Meadowland racing, of Meadowland Madness. Meadowlands Madness. That fits right. That's right, so. Williams Carroll Racing is going to lead to the green with the 17 car. Here we go, and the green flag is out. We're underway at Meadowlands Speedway. And here comes Leah Walker right off the bat. She wants to make her move to the lead. And she might, and wait, let's see the next turn. Oh boy, they're really tied up, and this is a big track to race in. Whoa, I thought Jacob Lawler for a second there. I thought I saw him hitting the wall there. You better be careful with those walls, because you never know where they're going to take him to. And who's going to lead the first lap? It is going to be very close. It's Leah Walker. Wow. That was a very close race to the line. That was very close. But anyway, it's not going to last for long, as the 1 of Alex Jones is going to make his move to the front. He's going to try to make it for the lead. And here he comes for the lead, and Alex Jones, well, hasn't got it yet. Whoa, they're 3 wide. They better be careful, because 3 wide is a little dangerous at a track like this. And Alex Jones is pulling away to the lead, and he's already pulling away a bit. Surprisingly, we've been green for like 2 laps for this long. I thought we would have a wreck at this point with the 3 wide racing we've had all day today. Here comes Team Pony in the 32, looking to get the lead in the Meadowlands. Now they're getting second away from Leah Walker. But will they be able to catch to Alex Jones on the next turn? Oh, I see some drivers in the wall. David Rochester. And I saw some I just saw some little scraping there. I just saw some tire marks back there, so don't know what the deal was, but wow, we're still green surprisingly. And they've been hitting the wall, but not much. Now Team Pony has the lead away from Alex Jones, as we're still green. But you never know when pit stops might come to a factor in this race. Team Pony clears Alex Jones, and Bob Fergus is now trying to get second away. Oh, and we had a spin. Jean Sanford's in the grass. Save it. She does, or does she? She does. Wow, what a save by Jean Sanford. She almost spun out. And we're still green. Wow, what a save by Jean Sanford. I thought she was going to spin out, but she made a wonderful save in the grass. Bob Fergus is trying to get second away from the one of Alex Jones. And Alex Jones won't let the 47 go, and I think the caution is out for the first time today. I thought I saw yellow lights. And I see smoke in the back, and I think a caution has just come out. And now we have a race to the line. Uh-oh. Fergus is getting a good run on second. Team Pony will lead to the stripe, but going to second, it's going to be Bob Fergus. And yeah, Bob Fergus won the race out for second, and Team Pony will lead to the caution. So it wasn't till, well, so we did have a caution after all, and it involved Jake Baskinger and a lot of other drivers. Oh, it looked like a ferocious wreck back there. Anyway, let's see what happened. Let's see if I can try to piece together what happened exactly. Oh, Leah Walker, she wrecks out again. Boo-hoo-hoo, but yeah. Obviously, this series wasn't meant for her. Ah, well. Anyway, here's what happened. I warned them about going 4 wide, but Lindsey Johnson clips the 27 of Leah Walker. Leah tries saving it, and she hits the wall, and Kyle Spritt narrowly avoids her. What a move, but Jake Baskinger does not avoid her. Maxwell Vatty is also getting a piece of it as well. Yeah, there's Vatty smoking. He suffered damage from Leia, and Baskinger's stuck in the, and they're both cars are stuck in the middle of the track because they wrecked. Wow. It wasn't, wow. I thought that we would have a caution earlier in the race with Jean Sanford, but she saved it, and then the next lap this happens. Wow. Well, it was nice having a clean run for like 5 laps. Anyway, will anybody take pit stops at this point? And it looks like, wow, Team Pony has decided to stay out. And wow, we can't get a good view from pit lane apparently. And Team Pony, the leaders, have decided to stay out of the track, and so does Gregory Coleman. Now here's the race down to pit stops. And I think, wow, I thought one got out. Let's see who got out first. And from the looks of it, I think it's Bob Fergus. Yep, it is Bob Fergus. Then Alex Jones, Dylan White, and whoa, Pichu had to lay off a bit. Surprising strategy that Team Pony, the leaders, have decided to stay out. Let's see if they're going to keep it that way. And they will keep it that way. So both Team Pony and Gregory Coleman have chosen to stay out from the set of pit stops. Bob Fergus, who came out of the pits first, will be in third. And the drivers are retired from the wrecks. Well, there were Maxwell Vatty, Leah Walker, Jake Baskinger, and wow, Luke Walker? How did Luke Walker retire so quick? Well, I don't know what happened to Luke Walker. We just have to find out and see what happened exactly. Do apologize if I have to go back very far, but I don't know what happened to Luke Walker. I thought we had a clean start before. Either he didn't have a good start or he was involved in a wreck or had engine trouble, so I gotta check out and see what happened to Luke. Oh, wow. This is what happened to Luke Walker. I just found out what happened. And how did this not cause a caution? I have no idea. The 16 of Bianca Roberts clips the 11 of Luke Walker. Luke gets into the grass and scrapes the back wall there. Then comes back up the turn. And boom. He blows his engine up in the turn. And somehow that did not cause a caution, so I gotta, well, I'm not sure what happened back there, but wow. The Walkers have just not been having the greatest luck in the series. But somehow that did not cause a caution in the first period. So we would have had a caution earlier, but I don't know, officials probably missed that, and yeah. It would have been disastrous if Luke Walker stayed on the track for a few more seconds. Then that would have affected the leaders very heavily. Wow, so both Walkers retired from this race in the Meadowlands. It's been a tough day for TA2 Racing so far. It's been a tough series for them. Well, hope they can rebound the last few months and the last few races. Hopefully something, they can have a positive result. Anyway, your top 10 is Team Pony, Gregory Coleman, the two that stayed out, Bob Fergus, Alex Jones, Dylan White, John McNamara, Pichu, Dylan Young, Stino Simonetta, and Max Skinner. As we approach the 10th lap of this race, we're a thirds away done with this race. We'll see what happens at the Meadowlands. Green is out again here at the Meadowlands. And Team Pony still hanging on to the lead, and I think another caution had just come out. And now Bob Fergus looks to get second away. He might just even go for the lead. Race to the line. Greg Coleman hits the wall, and Bob Fergus gets a good run on the bottom and will take the lead of the stripe. And there is no caution. Wow, I thought there was a caution. I thought I saw the lights becoming yellow, and I thought there was a caution. Wow, tough break for Gregory Coleman. He hit the wall there and lost a ton of spots. Maybe so did Alex Jones. Wow, that's a tough break. Tough way to lose. And we still have no caution, so wow. Bob Fergus made a good run on the outside. Uh-oh, they might be going 4 wide, I think. I thought I saw them going 4 wide. Now Pichu has gone second away from, no, 32. Let's see who was second. And it was the 12 who got second. Dylan White got second. Wow. So Team Pony won out for third. The caution flag is out again. And Bob Fergus has the lead. And it involved the 93, and I think the 88 might have gone a piece. And the Jordan Davis and the 38 also too. Let's see what happened. So here's what happened to brought out the second caution. They were at the back of the field. They were 4 wide, and the 2 BK drivers get it together. And the 88 Austin Morello clips the 83, and the 38 got damaged from that. And there's a 93 being dumped on the bottom. Wow, that wasn't really nice. Yeah, it really wasn't nice for them to dump him like that. And I was trying to catch up to the lead. Bob Fergus leads to the stripe. The question is, will anybody be taking pit stops? And I think Bob Fergus might have taken a pit stop, and so has Dylan White and Team Pony. Yep, they're all going for the pits. And some drivers have gotten out. I can't tell who, but Pichu stayed out along with Dylan Young, Max Skinner, Chris Harley, and Madison Denhart. They've all stayed out. Oh, whoa, Kyle Sprint! Oh, boy, wow, Austin Ogo just had trouble with the pits there. Wow. He had a little trouble getting into the pits. The others have gone out cleanly. Just too bad the top 10, mostly the top 10, stayed out. And let's see if any retired. No one retired, but Kyle Sprint and Jordan Davis are going to stay there, back there for a while, I think. Because they were not prepared. And Haley Hamilton, Jacob Lawler have just gotten a lap. The 2 BK Racing drivers. And Sprint and Davis might have finally gotten out of the pits. Alright, we're moving on. We'll be halfway done with this race by the time we hit the green again. And Haley Hamilton and Jacob Lawler are still on pit road. They're still in the pits. The two BK drivers are still in the pits. Wow. And those two are from BK Racing. How about that? And so we'll get back under green. And the top 5, I already explained it, but we'll go through it again. Pichu, Dylan Young, Max Skinner, Chris Harley, Madison Denhart. We're going to have 15 to go. We're halfway done here at the Meadowlands, and it's turning out to be quite an interesting race. Will pit strategy work out at the end for one of the drivers here? Pichu's the only one of TA2 Racing left in the track, and he hopes to give them a win here at the Meadowlands. Green flag is out again here at the Meadowlands. And whoa, the 83 just zoomed by the leaders, and I don't know what was going on back there, but either he did not get in the line that time and has to serve a penalty of some kind, or what. I'm not sure what that was about. Maybe he just got out of the pits and it was serving his drive-through, but well, I don't know why you would chose to do it at a time like this when the leaders are racing for the win. And Dylan Young is going for the lead. And Dylan Young will get the lead. Pichu scraped a bit of the wall. Is going to lose a lot of ground back there. And Dylan Young is the leader. Now the new leader, Dylan Young. And I think this is the first time I've ever seen him lead in a TA2 league. So, congrats to him, but can he hold on for his first win? Don't know if the 83 will be a big factor in the race. And now the 99's trying to get back to the 23. Uh-oh, 4 wide. Whoa, they had some contact back there. That better not cause a caution. And here comes Pichu on the bottom to the stripe. And Pichu might just make his move, and he will. And Pichu's back in the lead. Chris Harley's looking to get second away, and he does get second. Stino Simonetta is going to follow for third. Now Simonetta is going to try to get second or maybe even the lead away. And now they're to the next turn, and Harley's inching closer to Pichu on the lead. Gene Sanford looks to get back in the spotlight in the top 5. And now Simonetta is going to enjoy on the fun. They might make it 3 wide for the lead. And Pichu leads at the stripe, but 3 wide going for the lead. And Simonetta has the preferred line. And she'll take it away. And Pichu's dropping back to third. And Simonetta is going to trying to clear the 10, and she does clear the 10. And now, oh, Sanford once again is on the grass again, and she saved it again. Wow. No, until if Richard Johnson did not save it, and they spin. And the caution is out, and Chris Harley will lead, and Stino Simonetta will lead to the stripe. Wow. That was a fail right there. Wow, Richard Johnson had just spun out in front of Max Skinner just as Gene Sanford completed a great save, recovering from going down on the bottom. Wow, 2 saved for the day for Gene Sanford, and she's still going strong. But unfortunately, the same could not be said for Richard Johnson. You see here as Max Skinner clips him, and Sanford avoids it. Wow, what a move. And so does the other drivers in the bottom. And whoa, Justin Perry not so lucky. He gets clipped. Kyle Sprint is involved as well. There you see the drivers going through the smoke. And Jordan Davis. No, I don't know who else got damaged, and I think that was pretty much all of it. Simonetta still leads with 10 to go. And I thought that Harley took the lead away, but Simonetta is still the leader, but for how long? Will anybody take pit stops at a time like this? Well, hopefully not, because it is a little late for pit stops, don't you think? And we just got word Sawyer Black has just retired from this race. And oh boy, any pit stop takers? And no. No pit stop takers. They're going to try to run it out. They're going to try to use up all their fuel for the win. So it'll be very interesting to see if the pit strategy will work out at the end. Sawyer Black and Kyle Spurn retired from the race of Rex. And Lawler and Justin Perry are a lap down. And the 83 has just gotten her lap back somehow. Wow. Anyway, we'll get back under the stripe, and boy was this a wild race here at the Meadowlands. Another wild one here, folks. A lot of drivers competing for a victory. And wow, anybody in the top 10 could virtually take the victory. If they are fast enough. We'll see. We will have 7 laps to go when we hit the stripe, which means the next caution, if we hit it with 6 to go, we'll have a 1-lap shootout maybe. Or even 2-lap shootout, whatever. But that's only if the caution comes out the next lap. The very next lap. Here we go, pace car is out, and the top 5 will be Stino Simonetta, Chris Harley, Pichu, Dylan Young, Madison Denhart. Here we go, folks. Can Stino Simonetta hold off for the win? She lost on a last lap pass at the Ampines to Luke Walker in the... No, to John McNamara on the 39 last at Ampines. Can she redeem herself at the Meadowlands? Here we go. Green is out again here at the Meadowlands with 7 to go. And Simonetta holding on in the wide. Chris Harley's just waiting for the right time to make his move. But even if he does, even if the caution flag comes out again for in the next lap, we will still have about a 1 or 2 lap shootout to decide our winner. And now Chris Harley's, just in case, he's trying to make his move right now. And he will clear Simonetta for the lead. Or will he? And to the line it's going to be Chris Harley. And no caution is out. We'll have 6 to go. Madison Denhart is in the bottom, looking to get second away to make it 3 wide. Now Madison Denhart is in action. Oh boy, is this wild. Now to the next turn, and Madison Denhart gets a boost to second. Her teammate Bob Fergus already has a win in the MLP Cup Series. She's looking to join the list of winners. And they're scraping the wall. It's going to lose her a lot of time. Simonetta is going to go for the second spot again. 5 to go, and the caution might end the race. And Simonetta will get second away, thanks to 13 scraping the wall. And Chris Harley's pulling into a commanding lead. But will it last? Here comes 31 Jean Sanford. She made 2 great saves in the middle of the track. She avoided spinning out twice. And now she's in the top 5 competing for a victory. And now Simonetta looks to go. And now the 31 going on the bottom. Simonetta's the victim of the wall scrape, and Sanford gets a good run to the bottom. We're going to have 4 laps to go when they hit the stripe. And the next flag ends the race. Will the 31 have enough time to catch up to the 10? As we're still green flag racing, and they're 3 wide back there for a 4th spot. And now we head to the turn 3, as still it's all about Chris Harley for the lead. Can he hold off in just 3 laps for the win at Meadowlands? And he might have scraped to the wall a bit. Oh boy. 3 laps to go, and now 3 to go here at the Meadowlands. Will Chris Harley hold off a hard-charging Jean Sanford? Team Pony is now up to 3rd as they pass Dylan Young. And 31 is inching closer and closer. Will she have enough time to make her move? Oh, and she's close. She's really close. Now on to the 4th turn. And let's see about the wall. She doesn't scrape it. Chris Harley scrapes it a little bit. And now Jean Sanford's clawing her way up. 2 laps to go at the Meadowlands. And Jean Sanford's going to complete the pass for the 10. And what a comeback for Jean Sanford. She almost spun out twice in the race. And she saved both of them. Now she's up into the front and battling for the win. And they're still side by side at the next turn. Sanford clears the 10. The white flag will be out the next stripe. And Team Pony, I think it's a long shot for them to make a comeback to the front. White flag is out for Jean Sanford. Team Pony's getting a good boost on the run on the bottom. But the white flag is out with 1 to go here at the Meadowlands. And uh-oh, Team Pony's got a good run on the bottom turn. The white flag is out already, and this is the last lap. And the caution is out! And they will not be able to make their move. And the caution is out, the race is over. And the caution came out, the white flag came out as well, and Jean Sanford's going to hold off and make a huge comeback for the win. But first, let's see what happened in that caution. Boy, oh boy, Team Pony had a run going and they couldn't make the move. The caution had to come out at like the very last lap, and they lost it. They had a good run on the bottom too. Here's what happened the final caution. Dylan White gets clipped by the 33 of Austin Ogo, and Ogo goes for a spin. And thankfully no one else is involved, but that was enough to bring out the caution somehow. Wow. Wow, that was an amazing finish, folks. Team Pony would have had a boost up to the front, but just the caution came out at the wrong time for them. And Jean Sanford is going to win. And coming off the final turn, and Jean Sanford making one of the biggest comebacks in NR 2003 history, overcoming almost 2 near wrecks, 2 spins, and winning at the Meadowlands. Jean Sanford wins at the Meadowlands. A great comeback for the 31. She almost spun out twice in the race, and now she comes back to win it. What a race. And the top 10 team: Jean Sanford, Team Pony, Chris Harley, Madison Denhart, Dylan Young, Pichu, John Burton, John McNamara, Stino Simonetta, and Doug S. Walker, the top 10. And the rest of the field. Wow, what a race, folks. But congratulations to the 31 of Jean Sanford on the win. And now we look at the standings heading to Pixcliff. Gregory Coleman has a 57-point lead from Bob Fergus. Brad Johnson's 3rd, Dylan White's 4th, John Burton 5th, Matty Denhart 6th, John McNamara 7th, Sanford 8th, Young 9th, and Jordan Davis in 10th. And here's your rest of the field, as we'll try to add points on the bottom later. And so what a race, folks. The next race will be at Pixcliff Super Speedway, the old classic Pixcliff. I think we have 5 races to go. We have about 5 or 6 races to go, but next race is at Pixcliff, folks. So take care, everybody.